Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the memory structure of 8051. That is a part of unit 2, that is the 8051 architecture. Before starting the lesson, the learning objectives of this lesson are: at the end of this lesson, the students must be able to learn what is a memory organization of 8051, what is program memory, what is data memory, and interfacing of external memory to 8051. So coming to 8051 memory organization, the 8051 microcontroller memory is separated in two, that is program memory, that is ROM, and data memory, RAM. The program memory of the 8051 microcontroller is used for storing the program to be executed, that is instructions. The data memory on the other hand is used for storing temporary variable data and intermediate results. So coming to program memory, ROM. The original 8051 microcontroller by the Intel has 4 kilobytes of internal ROM. So the total address space is from 000H to 03FH. So this is a diagram shown for connecting the internal ROM and external ROM. So when the EA pin is high, that is EA pin is equal to 1, the CPU first fetches instruction from the internal program memory, that is from the range 40H to 03FH. If the memory addresses exceeds this limit, the instructions are fetched from the external ROM in the address range of 1000H to all 4FH. So when only external program memory is used, then this EA pin is connected to ground, that is EA is equal to 0. So in this case, the memory address of the external ROM will be from 40H to 4FH. So here the microcontroller will be connected to the external ROM only. There will be no internal ROM present. So coming to the data memory, that is RAM. The 8051 microcontroller is composed of internally 128 bytes. So here this is a volatile memory and it loses the data when power is switched off. So the internal RAM structure of 8051 is mainly divided into three distinct areas, that is working registers, bit addressable area, and the general purpose area. So this is the internal RAM structure. So here the first the working registers, the first working registers will be having a 8 bits of each bank. So each bank will be of 8 bits and there will be a 4 register banks, that is register bank 0, register bank 1, register bank 2, and register bank 3, each of size 8 bits, that is starting from R0 to R7. Similarly all the 4 register banks will be having from the R0 to R7H, R7 registers. So this bank register, which bank we are using, is selected by the program status word 2 bits, that is register bank select 0 and RS1 bit. So by using these 2 bits we can select which bank we are using. And next, coming to the next area is a 16-bit addressable area. So here in this area we can access the each bit of register. So in this each bit can be addressable, and from 20 to 2F these are the bit addressable registers, and remaining 80 bytes will be a general purpose registers. So this will be starting from the 30 to 7FH. So coming to the special function registers, so these are the different special function registers like accumulator, arithmetic and logic, DPH, DPL, port port registers P0, P1, P2, P3, program status or stack pointer, IE, IP, PCON, SCON, SBUF, TMOD, TCON, TL0, TS0, TL1 and TH1. And each of this register will be having a internal RAM address, separate RAM address. So this is the interfacing of external memory with the 8051 microcontroller. Here the maximum of 64 bytes of program memory, that is ROM, and data memory RAM, each can be interfaced with the 8051 microcontroller.